Turkey has 5 unicorns now, and there's a vision of 10 unicorns by 2023.
That we want not only to earn just money, but to contribute.
Which transform all your HR requirements and necessaries in any company.
So I think that's one of the keys. The second thing is you need to relying and structuring processes. And when I say
welcome from the bottom of my heart. I brought the greetings of the entire Turkish nation to my brothers and sisters in Pakistan. Pakistan Zindabad, Jiva Pakistan. I'm here to really help support the amazing vision of Brother Hurram Zuberi, an amazing leader, our chairman, Brother Amjad. I really want to thank each and every one of you for coming here from all over Pakistan. This means a lot for us. And I am part of Jumpstart Pakistan. I am one of the team members, and inshallah we will do great things together. I have no question in my mind. And with that, you know, we had a very good panel that was talking about how to generate unicorns. And Turkey has 5 unicorns now, and there's a vision of 10 unicorns by 2023. There are also decacorns coming from Turkish market. So it is very easy for our Pakistani brothers to do even better than that. I have no question in my mind. We have the talent, we have the vision, we have the right people. We just need to join our forces and energies sincerely, and with uniting our hearts, we'll be successful. I think what Brother Amjad has delivered is very important. The foundations of, you know, how to actually turn this into a 10x opportunity. And now, I think all the discussions we had in the morning with Brother Hurram's statement of providing entrepreneurship as a solution, growing your business with the right area. And now today I have amazing panelists here, 3 of my brothers, which have very important experience in terms of, you know, how they actually transformed their enterprise to a corporate. So simply put, how to actually turn your small business into a bigger business and sustain your business. When we look at initially, most businesses are initially in a survival mode. So there are many strategies we can implement to turn from a survival mode to a growth mode. So today, I will first ask each of my brothers here to introduce themselves for 1 minute, and then we will go in rounds and continue with 4 minutes, and really learn from each and every one of you. Again, let's give a strong round of applause to our amazing panel. Thank you so much. And I'll start with Brother Zahid Wazir Khan. The floor is yours, Brother Zahid.
Thank you, brother. And really a great honor for this opportunity. My name is Zahid Wazir Khan. I'm Director for School and Colleges of KIPS Institutions and also CEO for Hazims. By profession, I'm a mechanical engineer and served for almost 30 years, not only in Pakistan, but also in Saudi Arabia. And during this time, managed and led different organizations at different levels. Majorly, I would like to tell about KIPS journey. We started with a very small scale in a room of about 10 by 10 feet. We were having no infrastructure. We were having no financial support, but what the thing we were having in our mind, that was the clarity about what exactly we want to do and what our destiny is, and the system and the quality on which we just focused. And also we were having in our mind very clear that we want not only to earn just money, but to contribute. To be very honestly, we were nothing, but with the blessing of Almighty Allah, Allah gave us success, and now Alhamdulillah, KIPS is one of the most prestigious education institution. We are having the biggest setup of academies all over the Pakistan. We are having a chain of school and colleges. We are leaders for the entry-test preparation and CSS, the superior services of Pakistan, the competitive exams. Now we have launched another venture, Hazims, which is the largest online e-learning platform through which we are offering about 900 plus online training courses having distinctive range like soft skills, business skills, web development, web design, data management, data science, and many IT and other technical related courses.
Brother Zahid, I
Thank
think
you.
this is amazing that you have transformed also into the online as well. And I would love to hear more about this. This is amazing in our second round, inshallah. Thank you so much. Let's give again a strong round of applause to Brother Zahid Wazir Khan for the amazing transformation education. And my brother Ameer Ahmad, let's get to know you. Tell me about yourself, what excites you, what motivates you, and let's get to know you first, inshallah.
Thank you so much for having me here, and assalamu alaikum. My name is Ameer Ahmad Abbasi, and in the research community I'm known as AA Abbasi. So if you type in a Google AA Abbasi, you can see my profile. I did my master's from University of Karachi in 2000, and I left Pakistan in 2001 for good to Saudi Arabia. I spent almost 20 years in Saudi, and I did my research, master's and PhD and everything from King Fahd University, and I was working with Dr. Muhammad Yunus. He's from University of Baltimore. He's an Egyptian American, my supervisor. And I did very good research in wireless sensor networks. So if you write AA Abbasi in Google, you will see my profile. And my citations are almost 4,000 plus. 4,000 plus citation, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's give a strong round of applause to my brother
Thank you.
Ameer Ahmad.
Yeah,
Thank you.
One of my paper which I wrote in 2007, it has 3,000 plus citations, only one paper, alhamdulillah. This is in wireless sensor network clustering form.
That's very important, you
yes,
know, that
yes.
citation index is extremely
Exactly,
important.
yeah, alhamdulillah. And I have worked with the Turkish friends. Dr. Kamal, he's in USA, University of Florida, is my friend. And another Turkish friend is Mustafa. He is a professor now in University of Anatolia. Yeah. So in 2009, basically, I was in teaching field and research. Then I decided to, have hands-on on the business side. So 2009, we started Smart HCM, Human Capital Management. This is a platform which transform all your HR requirements and accessories in any company. It digitalized basically, it's a platform. It has 25 modules, and from hire to retire, everything can be digitalized.
This is amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
So we will get into the story of this, inshallah. Let me go right to my other brother Muhammad Ahsan, with your kind permission. Let's get to know my dear brother Muhammad Ahsan, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
So my name is Dr. Ahsan. I'm the CEO and founder of Trade Foresight. It's the world's first analytics-driven global trade platform. I come from a technology background. I have been in the industry for the last 20 plus years. I'm actually a tech angel investor. So I have multiple companies under my portfolio. One of them is into health tech, edutech, and other areas. Currently, I'm supporting an organization, the Trade Foresight that I was mentioning, which has over 11,000 subscribers to the platform in just 1 year. We've already sold the platform to the Saudi government who are using our platform. Karandaz is another customer that we're working with. So, but the overall concept that where I invest in is it's mostly analytics, BI, machine learning, AI-based organizations. So that's my story.
These are the areas of growth as well, and lots of investments are in these areas,
Yes.
including gaming and artificial intelligence.
True.
So let's go ahead and move into, with your kind permission, give us some examples of, you can tell your story, or what should we really do for our brothers and sisters here. You have your business, you started your business. Now it's time to take it from an enterprise to an actual corporate. Not just in a survival mode, but you want to take it to the next level. What would you recommend, Brother Zahid, to our brothers and sisters here?
What I presume the most important factor in transforming your company to a corporate level, the first important thing is the definition, or if you have defined your why, have you defined your purpose? Or
So
have
you need to really
defined
ask the question, why?
your vision? If you are not having the clarity for what purpose and for what reason you have started your business, your company, I not think so you can develop or grow your business. There should be a reason, and your reason should be unique and based upon a problem solver. Before starting any business, you must see around and find a specific problem, and then see that how you can solve that problem, which can contribute not only for the nation, for the country, but globally. And then you have to add a factor of contribution, and that, I presume, is the real purpose of life as well. So when you will be having a purpose and cause, automatically you will be having an inner spark and energy and inner force that will lead you from within you, and you will not only lead your force, but set them as a role model and as a leader.
So in education, you're saying asking the question of why, and now focusing on that purpose and fulfilling that purpose is far more important because of your sector as well. I think that's extremely important.
Yeah, because but we have seen, or we have experienced, that many people start their business just following other people, that if nowadays business of A or B or C is growing, and they just presume that if they should also start the same business, but they don't have the clarity of purpose. That is not true. That will not take them for the growth. So they should have their own purpose, the clarity. I think so that is the most important factor.
That's, I think, a very important point. And you know, there are many other things, like if you are in education, that's extremely important, and the way you actually transform to a business is also very interesting to online, because during COVID-19, more and more remote work is getting important. There are also many other strategies, like if you are an actual business, you need to recapture your customer base, you need to find strategies for accessing new markets, you need to find ways of how to extend your market reach, and look into, you know, even some of the businesses, like how many of the businesses here are attending trade shows? Can you show me here your hand? So I believe the ones who attend the trade shows have also bigger opportunities of growth, and there are many other areas, and you know, that you mentioned, but like you said, going back to your purpose and really knowing why you're doing it is extremely important. And there are other models, you know, developing franchising opportunities, many other areas. But from your perspective, brother, can you tell me, you know, for our brothers and sisters here, what should they do to grow their business? What should they do from turning to a survival business to a growth mode? What is your recommendation, your experience?
Yeah, I can share my experience basically, what we are doing. You see here, I am here today and my team is in office, right? Last time I attended office was 1st of December. So There are teams, there are people, you know, there are departments, they are doing the job, and I don't involve on every day. This is the first thing. You have to, as Amjad Saab already said, if you want to grow, you have to make the leadership. You have to make the leadership that's going to take over, okay? They should be able to do the job without even you being in the office.
So not micromanaging. You need to show the leadership
Yes.
and establish the system so people are working like a machine, working in
Yes,
their areas.
you have to make your team, and this team should work automatically.
That's
You
very
know,
important.
You should have SOPs and everything. This is your inner management, how your company should be internally. Second thing here, if you want to grow exponentially, like 10x, 100x, you have to make the partnership. For
Partnership,
example, that smart
absolutely.
HCM, yeah, I've been studying myself, the big companies like SAP and Microsoft and these Oracle big names for many years. How they grow, basically. They make the partners. They don't
But how
go
do you
and-
select your partner? What are you pay attention? You cannot just go and select one partner, right?
Yes,
I mean,
for us, the partner should be in the area of information technology, or they should be in the HR consultancy. They should be, because we are related to the HR department, you know, human capital. So they should be in the area. They should have manpower. They should be established locally. Even if they are not established, we help them to establish. For example, we have partners in Saudi. We have partners in Bahrain. We have partners in Kuwait. We have partners in Nigeria. We have partners in Iraq. We have partners in Afghanistan. We have partners in Turkey last 2 weeks before we signed.
perfect.
So this is how basically you grow. This is our experience.
And not just try to do everything yourself, but outside your area, try to work with the right partner.
yeah, basically what we are doing, we are not making only the partners. We are creating jobs in that countries as well and in Pakistan as well.
That's amazing.
We take care of the product. They take care of the services. They take care of the implementation. They take care of the customers, you know, our partners. So we train them, okay? We create the employment opportunity in that country, and we create employment opportunity in our country as well, you know? So you have to have the right partners, and you have to have multiple partners, you know? Yeah, this is how you
Absolutely.
can grow.
And before moving to Brother Muhammad Ahsan, get ready for your questions. You are open. I will be opening the panel to your questions because I want each and every one of you to tell your opinion as well. So after Brother Muhammad Ahsan, we will open to your questions. As an investor, as a technology, leader, Brother Muhammad Ahsan, how can any of us really turn from a survival mode to a growth mode and turn our enterprises to corporate? What's your experience? What's your vision?
I think the part where the vision has to be clear has been discussed multiple times. I think
Yes.
one of the key items that you really need to focus on is hiring people who are better than yourself. So everybody has his local maxima. He understands certain things. He can grow a company to a certain level. But then you need to get people who are smarter than you, who can drive your vision in a better way. Your job would be to translate your vision to them in the best possible way. Your job would be more governance than actual execution of the work. You should just guide them in terms of what do you really want to do and let them do what needs to be done to achieve that vision. So I think that's one of the keys. The second thing is you need to relying and structuring processes. And when I say processes, the process should not be so rigid that they should stop creativity between these people. So they should be allowed enough area to come up with new ideas, new concepts of taking the company to the next level. Because as an individual, you have a certain, everybody has a limitation.
Sure.
So I come from a technology background. My marketing area would not be that strong, let's say. So I need to get people who are stronger than me in that specific area. I, as an entrepreneur, should know who should be able to do that work. I should not be able to do all the work myself. I'll agree with one more point that when it comes to expansion and growth, you should not target, if you want to expand quickly, you can always grow organically, opening up your offices around the world, but that would take years and years and years. So instead of going that route, you can go with franchise model, with products mostly. You can go franchise model, you can appoint partners, you can help partners in terms of even our operations, like our company in Siab and Trade Force site, we don't have an HR function inside. We have an HR company who is handling all of our HR practices, processes, hiring and everything. We generally give them our requirements and they are the ones who are executing that. So then it allows us to focus more on the actual execution of business than focusing on aspects which are not directly contributing towards our growth. Of course, when it comes to training of HR, it's something that we do. But when it comes to hiring and running the actual payroll and administrative part, it's something that we've outsourced. So you need to see what you really need to do and then give the other parts to others who can do it better than you.
I think these are amazing points, and sometimes you need to focus further in your services. Sometimes you need to diversify, like Brother Zahid did, moving also an online educational portal and diversifying your strategy with online and offline. So before finishing, I want to turn into my brothers here today in Rawalpindi. If you have any questions for our amazing panel, yes, sister, please introduce yourself, highlight your name, and then inshallah, I'll give you the microphone. And then with your question, let's get the answers from the panel.
Assalamu alaikum ji. My name is Aisha Rashid and I'm representing Enablers, which is an e-commerce company. Actually, the point here is that how we can create unicorns in Pakistan, जो कि अगर मैं अपने आम टर्मिनोलॉजी में बात करूं तो हम कॉर्पोरेट्स की बात कर रहे हैं कि हम पाकिस्तान के अंदर कॉर्पोरेट्स को डेवलप नहीं कर पाए हैं। उसमें मेरे जितने भी ये पैनल के रिस्पेक्टेबल मेंबर्स हैं, बहुत अच्छे आप लोगों के पॉइंट्स हैं। मेरा एक पॉइंट था जिसको मैं चाह रही थी कि मैं यहाँ पे ज़रूर हाईलाइट कर दूँ। पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो सबसे बड़ा मिसिंग पॉइंट है, जिसको खुर्रम भाई ने भी हाईलाइट किया इससे पहले, कि हम लोग एक दूसरे की टांग खींचने पे लगे रहते हैं। सो why we are not talking about the culture at this point? Because we need to take this as the top priority, that we should take the success of my colleague as my success. जब तक हम एक दूसरे को सिनर्जी नहीं देंगे, तब तक हम मेरे ख्याल से एक बड़ा कॉर्पोरेट डेवलप नहीं कर सकते हैं। टिल द टाइम मैं आपकी लेग पुल करूँगी, आप मेरी लेग पुल करेंगे, हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू राइज हाई? So in order to raise our company up, we need to raise each other. So मुकाबले की फ़ज़ा को ख़त्म करके, I think success का जो एक element है, that should be raised in the corporates. Thank you.
मैं इसमें एक बात ऐड करूँ, हमें ये सोचना पड़ेगा कि लोग एक दूसरे के पैर खींचते क्यों हैं। I think इसकी the main reason behind it is the sense of insecurity. क्योंकि आपको you cannot phantom कि your organization will go further. So आप कोशिश ये करते हैं कि और लोगों की टांगें खींच के आप आगे बढ़ेंगे। Once this sense of insecurity goes down, then people start helping each other out. So I think it's more related to the culture that we are living in general. People जो कि grow करते हैं from a lower level and then they go to upper level. हम लोग की तरह बहुत सारे हम लोग survival mode में होते हैं. So when you are in a survival mode, you generally try to focus on yourself, then you're focusing on others. So once we get out of that mode of survival in our mindset, then only we can start talking about, okay, how I can help the other company or how I can help the other individual who is part of the ecosystem.
Well, the motto of Jumpstart Pakistan is stronger together. So, like you said, sister, it's all about how we can really help each other and create synergies. What do you think, Brother Wazir, and yourself, brother, for the statements our sister made?
Yeah, culture definitely matters a lot, and we are really kind, and we must appreciate this lady who has just mentioned this specific area. But at the same time, I would like to add on, already as I mentioned that the purpose or vision, yes, these matters, but the system for the success of any business also play a very vital role. Unless the company do not have a specific system for their procedures, their how the employees they have to work, and also the check and balance, the monitoring, and at the same time how they will enhance their skills of their employees, and most importantly to monitor and appreciate the progress made by the employees. If any employee is making a difference and working with the spirit and giving the different working results, those employees must be appreciated and must be giving incentives. So these factors also make a very healthy competition, and which make the overall help the company to grow and convert at the level where they can be feel proud that they are the part of that good company or leading company.
Yeah, we are helping other companies to, grow and to exist. To be frank with you, I help to create multiple companies in KSA. In fact, there was one Saudi friend, he created a company and he asked for 3 of my best employees, Pakistani guys, engineers. He said to me, Mr. Ameer, you can create these employees yourself, so just give this to me, you can create your own, the way he speak, And I gave them these employees, and today he has a company, and this company got the projects from Haram Sharif. Now the Smart HCM, the source code of Smart HCM, I gave it to him as well, and he customized it with the help of these, and this is run in Masjid al-Nabawi and Baitullah, alhamdulillah. There is an educational system, and they are using for their teachers and, all these, the customized version of Smart HCM, alhamdulillah. And we also help here in Pakistan as well, So we are always open to help the companies because we don't feel insecure, alhamdulillah. If we give it to someone else, we know that we can create better than that, inshallah. Yeah.
Well, I will be closing this panel unless we have other questions. Yes, let's get to know you, brother, and then let's ask your question, please.
Thank you so much. My name is Tosif. I'm a CEO and founder of Your Tasker. So my question is, I'm just trying to understand, you guys have provided very valuable information. Thank you so much. But what are the 5 steps to convert enterprise to the corporate? I want just a precise, a simple solution. Like, what are the 5 basic steps? Everyone should follow it.
I think it's brilliant question. Anyone wants to answer? Yes, brother.
So I think one key part is, I think I'm just cleared a lot of aspects of this, what you're just saying right now. You need to have a very clear vision, mission values for what you're trying to do. So that's like step 1 in anything. Number 2 is, when you're talking about clarity, you need to make sure that how this vision is going to get executed. So you need to hire the right kind of people for the execution part. You need to put in the right governance structure in place so that you can monitor that whatever you're trying to achieve can be achieved. And then, I think people will say that money is not needed, you need the right kind of cash. So you need, if you want to translate whatever vision you have into actual reality, you need to have the right kind of investments in place, and you need to have the vision as in where is it organization going to be at a certain point of time. Some people focus on building unicorns, and I agree with that, but other companies focus on building camels. Camels are those organizations that can sustain for a long period of time. I mean, take an example of Unilever, or take an example of Tetra Pak. These are 100 years plus organizations. So yes, unicorns are great, wonderful, but sometimes they are just one-off things. So that's why they're called unicorn. Instead of that, people can start focusing on building organization which has solid foundation that can grow to a larger organization that can spin off unicorns on its own. So you need to figure out where you want to take your company, build that vision, get the right people in place, get the right investment in place, put the right governance structure in place, and then execute. And make sure that you balance between marketing, sales, technology investments, because some people focus more on building the platform itself than taking it out there. So you need to focus on balancing that out, that okay, if I build something, I need to take it out, I need to market it properly, I need to sell it properly, get the customer feedback. Don't wait for years and years building that wonderful technology thing that nobody will ever see.
And also, I also posted on my Instagram, DRY Saleh, the 10 ways of growing. So, I highlighted, first you need to recapture your existing customers. Let's say you're just surviving. And then you need to ask for referrals. Here, we are getting to know each other. We are networking. Why? We need referrals, from each other. Then you need to contain your costs. Because like brother said, it's very important to have that management. Your bottom line growth is everything. And then extend your market reach. Come to Turkey, come to Iran, go to Singapore, go to Russia, wherever you want. But extend your market reach with either partners or customers. Participate in trade shows. Conquer a niche market. You need to claim within your customers your own niche market that you say you put the stake on the ground and show that you can create growth. And then diversify your products or services as Brother Wazir did, which is very important. And then develop franchising opportunities. For Jumpstart Pakistan, we have 30 global country. Let's make it 120, then 180, and go across, for example, developing that franchise. And then expand your exporting, because export is everything. At the end, that creates jobs, that gives employment. And finally, choose the right growth strategy for your business, because there are many, depending on, each has different enterprise. The way they will grow will be very different from each other. Those are on my Instagram. And any other thoughts before we close? Please, brother, I want to get your final words from each of you, and then close it, unless there are any other questions.
Just, I think, to start with, or to have a growth, you must have a faith in yourself and faith in Almighty Allah. I think success is ahead. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing word. Thank you.
Yeah, no shortcuts. No shortcuts. You have to work really hard, and you have to make alliances with other businesses and make partnerships. This is very important, to be successful. And take care of your employees, your team. Build the team, because companies, all the great companies run by the employees, the team, The people who build the companies, they may no longer be there, These are the teams, basically.
Absolutely.
That's more important things.
Success takes time. We should be
course.
patient.
Of course,
Absolutely.
it takes time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't afraid from, if something taking time, no problem. Give it to the
Amazing
reasonable time.
point.
Yeah.
Brother Mohammed Ahsan.
I think one key item is patience and persistence. You need to be patient. You need to be persistent in what you're doing. But in order to be persistent, you need to really believe in what you're doing.
Exactly.
So if you know what you're doing, you need to be persistent on that. We see a lot of success stories, alhamdulillah, happening in Pakistan right now. Number of companies raising multiple funds in terms of investments coming in Pakistan. So it's the right time for organizations to really push forward. The market is opening up post-COVID. So grab what is there.
Absolutely. Amazing messages. One final question, because brother asked, then I will wrap up. Your final question, brother. Let me give you the microphone.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. My
Alaikum
name
salam.
is Rizwan Ahmad. I'm the CEO of Zaki Expert Solutions. We are a software development and outsourcing company based here in Islamabad. So just a quick question. Thank you for your talk. It was very enlightening. You said you must focus on finding the right people who are smarter than you. So my question is, what are some of the strategies that you recommend for identifying and onboarding those smart people who are competent for the job and who can take your organization to the next level?
Great question. Great question.
So, first of all, you need to know what needs to be done, and you need to know your own strengths and your weaknesses as an individual and as a collective team that you have. So, if in case, let's take an example of sales, because I'm personally not very good at sales in general. So, I completely understand that I need to know what kind of sales do I want to achieve at a certain point of time. I need to know the TORs, the terms of reference for that particular individual that I'm going to hire. And even for building those TORs, I generally consult out in the market and connect with people who are good at sales, who might not be joining my organization, but they're very good at sales. So you consult with them, you try to figure out what needs to be achieved in order if you want to achieve that particular goal. I personally believe in headhunting more than putting an advertisement out there, because then you really need to figure out and you need to find out his background and all that. That's also one way of doing it. But generally, you need to headhunt and find the right kind of people who fits your organization. Yourself, you are mostly in service sector, if I understand correctly, right? You are not in product building. So in that case, you need to find out the people who have the right kind of networks available in the market, who are connected with MNCs in Pakistan. Let's say if you're focusing on Pakistan, you need to find out those people who have the right kind of connection within the Pakistan circle. If you want to go global, then you need to find out people out there who you can connect with. Of course, you would have friends out there sitting in other countries. Find out those right kind of people and start speaking to them. With a company who's focused on SaaS-based selling or software as service-based selling, the sales or marketing strategy would be entirely different, and the person that you're going to hire would be of an entirely different skill set. So find out the, first of all, understand your business, know what you're trying to achieve, and then get the right kind of person who is good at service selling in your case.
Amazing. Any other answers from the panel? Otherwise, I'll be closing, inshallah.
Yeah, as he mentioned, you have to keep continuously, head hunting and look at the remote areas as well, because I have found, great talented people from Mirpur Khas, from the remote areas, where we were not expecting basically. And I found great developers, great programmers, and excellent people,
It all boils down to people.
Yeah.
Even investors look at what the really people who will be doing the execution.
Yeah.
So with that, if you have any final words, brother?
Yeah, no one can be expert of everything, so you have to trust on your team. So that's how you can progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a strong round of applause to brothers Zahid, Wazir Khan, Mohammed Ahsan, and brother Ameer Ahmad. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next panel. Assalamu alaikum.